Now we are going to see ratios. Okay, what are the different ratios we can calculate? So first we are going to see the liquidity ratio, which we can calculate on the basis of working capital data. Okay, we have already done up to this, correct? Working capital, working capital calculations, and how to write the interpretations. Now this is the liquidity ratio. In this liquidity ratio we have a two type of ratio. One is a current ratio, second one is a quick ratio. Current ratio, we compare current assets and the current liability. Okay, and we wanted to see that how much current assets uh, there in an organization and how much is the current liabilities are there in an organization, what is the proportion. Okay, that's why we divide current assets divided by current liability. So here for the 5 years you have to calculate this current ratio and you have to write a interpretation. Okay, so here first I am going to calculate for the first year. As I told you, current assets. So current assets we already calculated on the sheet. So this is the gross working capital. It is nothing but what our current assets. So current assets divided by current liability. This is total current liabilities, correct? So here it is total current liabilities. So you get 4.082. This is a proportion actually. Okay, this is showing a proportion. Now this is 2018 also. I will show you how to calculate. This is current assets divided by current liability. Okay, and then afterward you can stitch the formula. Okay, so this is nothing but what you are able to calculate a current uh, ratio. When you are calculating this current ratio, you have to remember that current ratio, ideal ratio is 2 adds to 1. 2 adds to 1. This is ideal, or you can say ideal position of a current ratio. Okay, this is the ideal ratio, that there must be always current liability should be 1 and current asset should be 2. Okay, so as per that you have to write the interpretation part. I have already uploaded ratios related one word file, and in that we have even um, interpretations of the ratio also. So on the basis of that you can write the current ratios interpretation. Okay, here we are just going through the Excel's data. Okay, interpretations for the same in Word file I will share with you. Then this is a quick ratio, or it is also called as a acidic test ratio. Here when we are talking about a quick ratio, so here we consider current assets, and from current assets we have to minus two parameter. One is a inventory and second one is a prepaid expenses. Okay, this two parameter you have to minus and you have to consider this as a current assets, and from that amount you have to divide it the current liability. Okay, now for this purpose, first of all you have to see whether we have a inventory ready made given in our balance sheet. Yes, it is given. We have already mentioned here in our current assets. Here you can see in current assets I have already mentioned, and we have already found the data is available. Correct, the data is available with us as a inventory. Correct, that is data is available with us. But we don't know about prepaid, that we have to find. If I read all the tax given here in my current assets, so here is investment, trade receivable, cash, bank, loan, other financials, then current tax assets and other current assets. The question is where to find the prepaid assets, prepaid expenses. So here in investment, it will be going to be talk about purely about investment. Trade receivables is nothing but other debtors data. Cash is related to cash data. It is a bank related data. It is a loans related data. It is again financial asset. Financial assets means it may be something mutual fund or something, that kind of assets they might be having, or any preference shares or something other, anything FDs that maybe they are writing here. Okay, but you can go through this working note also. Okay, means this sixth number working note that you have to see here into the balance sheet. Okay, here in the balance sheet you have to go and see and check what is given. Okay, that you have to check. So here it is given other current assets, it is given 8F is a number for that particular your financial assets number. So that we will see, as well as we'll also check the current other asset, because here it is about tax. We already learned about taxation when it is coming here in current assets, okay, and in current liability. So the tax, no need to check this particular working note, but we need to check two working note. One is a other financial asset, second one is a other current asset. These two working note you have to find and refer to find our prepaid expenses. Okay, now when we are finding our prepaid expenses, so first I have to see this particular current financial assets. So I will copy as it is and I will go on particular working note. So here is a working note. Okay, this is 8 5C. It is related to non-current assets. We are looking for current assets. Okay, so see here you will see note 8F other financial assets. Got? Okay, so here we got the particular assets. So see what is given information, whether it is prepaid expenses is given. No, so we cannot consider this part. Then we will also see, as I told you, the taxation, as it is name suggests, it is a tax, so no need to see. But this current assets we need to see. Here, if I read the given particulars, you will see first is a secured and unsecured goods, but here is a prepaid expenses is given, correct? Then these all balances and these all we don't consider, will not consider. But in prepaid expenses, in specifically, uh, a company has mentioned they have a 5.8.20, sorry, 58.24 as a prepaid expenses. So this prepaid expenses we will take it here in our calculations. Okay, here we will take this particular information. Okay, I will just show you both the things parallelly. Okay, okay, so this is I hope everybody understood how to see. Okay, so this is a prepaid expenses, so this is 58.24. Okay, it is given na, here it is given prepaid expenses 24.20, no, 20, 58.24. Then it is 54.70. So I will copy the same here. Okay, got? In this way you have to calculate. Okay, inventory data I am taking from our current asset as it is. No need to find, it is we already calculated in our working capital. We need to find a prepaid expenses. Here is a prepaid expenses. Okay, here I will add a one note for you that will help for you. Okay, uh, refer. There may be possibility in other your particular balance sheet, it may be given in other particular heads. Okay, so that you have to find. Huh? Here in my balance sheet I am referring other current assets, working note to find prepaid expenses. Okay, because prepaid expenses only we have to consider. Okay, done. So here and for the next year, so we have found. Now I will find for last 2 years data. So I will go for 17 18 because here 3 years data is given. Okay, so here the data is same. Here you can see the current assets, other current assets. So this tag I have to see the note number 10. If you see here it is given note number 10, so I have to see the note number 10. The control F and just find, just try to find the note number 10. Okay, note number 10, you can see it is given here retirement benefit expenses, balances. These all things we will ignore because as per the accounting they have recorded prepaid expenses here. Okay, so here it is 67, sorry, 64.77 So I will copy the same amount here. And for the 17, it was 62.34. Done. So all 4 years data. So in this 5 years data, you have to find a prepaid expenses. Remember, prepaid expenses you have to find in current assets given data. Okay, this is a current assets information. The given title itself, it is explaining what the information it is covering. Okay, so here what is not clear, it is other financial assets. This is not clear that what they are covering here, and here it is other current assets. So that's why we have referred both the working note, and we have found that in other current assets they are covering prepaid expenses. So that's why we have taken that amounts only here for the reference. Then what we have to do, we have to make a total of above non-current assets. Both are non-current assets, and that we have to minus from current assets as per this formula. Correct? As per this formula. Okay, so that's why first I will make a total of these two. Okay, I will first make a total of these two. So I am able to get, okay, total of these two. Okay, in this way I am find total of a non-current assets for this particular company. Then current assets, this current assets I am taking from the app, whatever the current assets we have calculated as a gross working capital. The same data I am duplicating here. Okay, done. Now the quick assets, this quick assets we have to calculate. Okay, this quick assets, now the final quick asset, because it is quick asset, correct? The final quick asset means what you have to do, this current assets, this current assets minus this total of non quick current asset. Okay, so I am able to identify what is exactly the quick assets of the Gloucester company. Okay, done. I repeat, see, equal to, this is my current assets, correct, minus this non-current quick assets. So I am able to get all quick assets of the Gloucester Limited. Okay, see, equal to current assets minus non-current quick assets. Non-current means what? Inventory plus prepaid expenses. Okay, so in this way I have calculated for 4 years, you will be calculating for 5 years. Done. Then the current liability, I have taken the data from our working capital statement, which is already available, same as it is, equal to, and the same field I am copying here. Then what you have to do for the quick ratio, this our particular information available with us, quick assets divided by current liability. Okay, so here is a current assets, how much it is, 18,350.09 divided by 7,351.47. Then the same way I will be calculating here in for mathematical rule. Then so this is nothing but what a quick ratio for 2019-20. Same way I will be writing here 20,000 15.42 divided by 8, 91.98. Okay, same way I am calculating quick assets divided by current liability. Okay, that's why you can see I have made a different color, I have poured, so you are able to get it easily. Okay, so it is 3.4. So this is nothing but what the formula I can state. Okay, so just cross check, you can see that it is correct. Okay, now you have to write interpretation of a quick ratio. So here it is ideal situation of a current ratio is 1 adds to 1, means 1, if I have a 1000 rupees current assets, so my current liability should be 1000, cut to cut, no profit no loss situation. In current assets it is 2 adds to 1, means 2 rupees if I have assets, against that I can have a 1 rupee of a current liability. Okay, so interpretations you have to write at the end after this calculations. Okay, then up to this is done. So this is nothing but what the calculations of a quick ratio. Then we will see what are the different ratios we have to calculate for profitability, Then profitability, there in profitability there are the different ratios we are going to calculate. Okay, and one is debt equity ratio, that also we are going to see. Okay, so for calculating this ratio, some data you have to take from balance sheets, and some data you have to take it from a profit and loss account. Okay, so that data I will show you first, and then we will go for calculating a different ratios. Here, this data related to liquidity ratio is available already with us in working capital statement. That's why we have done with the, first of all, with the liquidity ratio. Okay.